A very good evening to all my Indian audience, honorable members of Global Edu-Leaders forums, as well as the viewers from across the world, those who are going to watch this program through social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Today is a World Nature Conservation Day. Once we talk about nature, we are directly connected. Air, water, sunlight, these are the essential part of our life. But the question is, we keep talking about only awareness, or we are going to contribute. The clear aim of Global Edu-Leader Forum to take your practices, which can be ideal for your followers. We are in educational fraternity. We are, of course, a role model, and people follow us. They look at us. This oxygen which we are using today, produced by plants, are either planted by our ancestors, people, or the nature gift. But due to industrialization, during this year, the theme for World Nature Day is people and planet. People means we human being, intellectuals. Planet, where all living things are there. My sole question to speakers or the people on the screen, only we will keep celebrating, or we are going to do something. If we are going to do something, let's remind us, let's focus, and let's be together. I hope today we take a place to plant at least one tree, one plant nearby you. You may increase the number, you may inspire other people, which proves our seriousness towards this topic. So, as a first speaker, I would love to invite Nirmal Mahana ma'am. Since you have been a senior to us, you have been practicing lots of good things. How you take this journey forward? My question is very clear. This can be only celebration, awareness, or we have to jump into. Over to you and welcome to you.
Good evening, namaskar, namaste to everyone. Everybody knows that today it's the importance of today's day, when we have to conserve, we have to preserve, we have to sustain our natural resources, because growth of the humanity is going on, population growing on, and because of this global warming, you can see the condition of the earth. It's becoming bad to worse. All the resources, water bodies are drying up, and it's a scarcity of water already, the shortage of water already. So there are two things which are very important. As we as humans, we understand about all these things, that water is very important. If there are only deforestation, if cutting of the trees and no plantation of the trees, definitely one day is going to come that this earth is going to dry up totally, as it is. Glaciers are melting, and because of the global warming, everybody is having problem. So first of all, from my side, as I was right now, a few days back, I was in Lucknow also, and we keep interacting as a unit ladies, and this thing, that it's very nice when people from the unit ladies, they came to meet me as a XCO's wife, and all of them, they came in one jonga. Otherwise, generally what happens is the CEO's vehicle is different. The CEO's wife comes, twice his wife comes in her own vehicle. But just to keep all these things, they all are traveling in one vehicle, and not wasting fuel unnecessarily. So it was very nice. And I told the CEO's wife, I said, I am really, Mrs. Gusai, Karan Gusai's wife. I said, I'm very happy, because this practice I was also following when my husband was commanding as a CEO's wife, as a first lady. We always used to travel together, not in different vehicles. So number one, that pool-in system should be there. If we are traveling to one destination, we should go in one gadi. You remember, Mr. SK, that whenever we used to go for some outing or this thing, we used to travel in one go. There are two things. Once you are saving the fuel, and secondly, you are become a close-knit family. You are enjoying, you are singing, you are listening to the music, and you're enjoying this thing. And all these things are very important. And secondly, you know, if you we all have got newspapers at home. So instead wasting the newspaper after reading it, you can make use of that newspaper in so many things. Best out of waste, as we are teaching in the schools to all the children, we should also practice. There are lot many things we can do. We can plant more trees. We can, you know, in urban areas you don't have space, I understand, but I think we should have that big boxes. And even in polythenes you can plant saplings. It's very important, and keep it in the balcony and look after them to clean the atmosphere and the environment. So it's very important. I'll not take much time because these are the few things, these are personal
I
things
think very well said.
I wanted to share. Yeah.
Very well said. You know, traveling together. Niti ma'am is smiling because I know Niti ma'am never travels alone. She travels with a gang. So Niti ma'am, what I would like to know from you, are we serious about the nature conservation, or just we are listening, we are taking only a small initiative, or big initiative is required? Put some lights which can be, especially in context of our personal life and as well as professional life in the school education. We have n number of maximum quantity of land. How we can make it green, how we can involve people. I would like you to throw lights on our personal initiative towards nature conservation in the school atmosphere.
Hello.
Yeah,
audible?
audible.
Hello.
You're audible. You're
okay.
audible.
Namaste and a very good evening. Yes, I do travel with a lot of people with a big bang with everyone. That's I think that is what I do. But other than that, I believe, and that I believe from many years, that I think the awareness starts from yourself, ourselves. I think we should, if we are aware, then only you can make others aware what is happening around. And in my WhatsApp also, there's my status from, I think, I don't know from how many years it is there, from past 10 years. It says that the greatest threat to our planet is we believe that someone else will save it. I think we should start from ourselves first, and then we can preach, or we can say somebody else's, or especially when we have kids around. So I think I would like to share some of my practices, what I do in my house and what I do with my children. So the best thing what we do, like ma'am was mentioning about the newspaper, we have a very good practice of using newspaper. My children in our school, they do not use the brown paper or the cover when the new books and arrives, like in the beginning of the session. We use newspapers. And then, like a lot of parents, they question that why are you using this newspaper when the cover newspaper, like the book itself, is very beautiful, or XYZ. I said we are using it just to reuse the newspaper, and then children are having the habit of putting their books, with something very badly. So they can at least use the newspaper for the time being, and then they can reuse it. They can use another newspaper. So this is one newspaper we do recycling. Second, what we do, we make newspaper art, a lot of newspaper art, where children cut a lot of newspaper, and art teacher is using this newspaper to create a different kind of art, even the craft work. So this is how we are doing the newspaper. Coming back to the children, what else they do with the environment? Another habit what we have in practice in our school, if a child is having a birthday, even in my presentation, my orientation, this is followed it all over the all Shri schools we follow. We always plant a tree when I have a birthday or the child is having birthday. And I was very happy to see that parents are sending the saplings with the children when they have birthdays. And we are planting in our school. I said, okay, if you are not able to come to the school, at least try to plant a tree next to your house, or next to your colony, or in a garden, anywhere. This is what we practice in the school. And tomorrow, as we all know, again, we have International Tiger Day, and tigers are again very important for our ecosystem. So another notice board activity is happening just to make aware the children why tigers are so important for our system. So the children are, see what, in that case, what will happen? First thing, the making the awareness, not only with the children, I think with the teaching staff also. They also need to be aware why the ecosystem, the tigers are so important. So this is what we are doing. Like that, there are plenty of activities. And in my house, I have a small kitchen garden, and every day I go and look after my plants, how what is happening. And actually, it brings the sensitivity also in the children, I think. Once I know how to plant a tree, I am sensitive enough towards other. The empathy comes, and these are the I think values what we are going to teach our children. अगर एक हमने पौधा लगाया ना, छोटा सा small plant we plant, so every day we go and see, is it growing, is it fine, or if it's raining, how it is. So ma'am, like Mana ma'am is having a lot of plants, and she keep on posting a lot of photographs of the aam bada hua hai ki chota hai. I keep on seeing that, you know, you really enjoy that. That gives you a little, I think, great joy it gives you when you see your plants are growing. And especially when you go for a holiday for 1 month and you tell somebody, okay, give water, and you come back and see they are not growing the same way how it was when you were looking after. So I think plants also need a lot of connectivity with us. A lot of, I can talk and talk. There are a lot of practices I do. I think I can stop here.
I'll
And we
take you
can
to the
again
second
come
round
back
just
to
to
that.
keep your practices alive. Very well said. I think there is a human connect to the nature which is required, and it gives you happiness. If you talk about the data, in 1948, 5th of October, this initiative was taken, and there was a formation of International Union for Conservation of Nature. As you were talking about the tiger in 70s, the national conservation was focused towards the saving tigers. In 2000, we came up with the climate change and other issues. So why this year in 2022, people and planet. People means we all human being, and planet, which is the natural balance of this galaxy, sun, moon, earth. Madhu ma'am, my question to you directly, ki this practices which normally we are going away. Mahana ma'am was sharing her experience, Niti ma'am has shared. In our day-to-day life, how we bring this, rather than it become a matter of celebration, a day, weeks, or month in a year. In daily life, how we can preserve the nature. Welcome to you, and over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Nice to be part of this discussion. I think it's the need of the hour. Rather than now celebrating, I think it has become now the urgent, this attention that we have to get into this, and we have to make everybody sensitized about it. And I think more on the part of the generation which is coming up, as we are already suffering, because as scientists are also saying that there is a direct relation between destruction of nature and outbreak of diseases. As we can see that Corona has done, like millions are infected. Even if after your booster, you are still not safe.
Correct.
Like my own example, I've got 2 Pfizer, 1 booster, but still I have already, this experience. So there is, we can all experiencing it. So there is a need to spread awareness, and definitely it should be a part of our daily life. As I'm staying in a place where it's a desert, like in Qatar. So we try to, sensitize children about we cannot go out much, as and resources are not conserved, which I can see they don't feel the need to conserve resources, because in overall in the environment it's not there. The plastic is used like anything. Tissue paper, you can see boxes. Children don't pick 1 or 2; they pick all 3, 4 together. So we could see that there's a lot more to sensitize generation, or those who are not, those who are staying in such places where the need is more. And here we go for beach cleaning, and we are already tie up with an NGO. So in the winters, there is always a camp. So we take children out and they go to beach, and under proper guidance, we did the beach cleaning. And rather than plastic bags, we have, emphasized on using cloth bags. During the art and craft activities, they are asked to, get a cloth from home, and they use it to carry their notes, or even sometimes their tiffin boxes. So we are emphasizing more on such kind of practices, wherein, we can minimalize the use of resources. Like the theme is like that, sustainable, living on harmony with nature. This is what the theme of this time, this
Yeah,
world, conservation day. So I think we should all go into the mode of sustainable living, so the resources, so that we can conserve. And on the other hand, I think to reuse as much as we can. Maybe it's your clothes or your dresses, and try to spend less. And I would say even diet, because it's a lot of carbon emission when you go for this, not if you use a plant-based diet, there's a less of carbon emission in the environment. So that is also, this is what we can do. So we
correct.
should go more for plant-based diet rather
Very,
than, is
very well
uh,
defined. I
yes.
think we are reaching to our objective. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Moving forward, Puneet, you are a student of bio. If we add zoology and botany together, how we bring this topic near to the student's mind? Heart is a way we keep talking about. We can bring people near the heart so they can practice it. So few practices which you have of your own life. I know you are also plant loving, but how we take this journey towards students' interest, some specific experience which you
Yes.
have.
Namaskar. Good evening to everyone here. I hope I am audible. Actually, sir, I believe that setting an example. If I am example, my children will learn. So, like when I see some litter on the ground, I pick it up and put it in the dustbin. And the students who are around me, they do the same. And one thing which I had been practicing since years, that is sapling gift to the students on their birthday. So they are practicing. And now these days when school is offline, I give them a card, and in that I mention again, I speak to them what pledge we have taken. Then we discuss about this plantation, and then on that card also I write plant a tree, because that card is given by a principal. So they will cherish that, and definitely they are going to plant a tree. So it is like educating them again and again, setting example again and again. And like we have started some practices like making paper bags from newspapers, and in art and craft activity. And now we have started one more thing, like we tell students that the notebooks of last year which you have, which still have pages in them, make
Excellent.
one notebook from those pages which you can use in the for your writing certain notes. And that, so this, by this also we can teach them that paper is important, and we should not waste paper. And one more thing which I am, whenever I, in the morning when I am watching my children coming to school, those who are on the bicycles, I congratulate them, I talk to them, and so that other students also get motivated to ride on the bicycle, so that this system of again coming back to nature starts. So plantation is my main focus. And this year I have started one more thing: whosoever guest comes to my school, I give them a plant. I had
Wonderful.
a competition in the school, and all the teams which participated, those who were in the finals and semi-finals, I gifted them with jade, and that too not in some any other expensive bottle. I had the cups which were used by the participants during that event. I had collected all those cups, and in those cups, paper cups, in those paper cups, I planted the jade and presented
Wonderful.
plants to them, so that wastage is not there, and these cups are again reused. And then plantation is there, and we give, and students, some of the principals congratulated me that students, they liked it, the gesture, and the impact was that some other schools also started doing the same. So this is how we can practice and preach things. So practice is important.
Great.
So little
Great.
bits we can add every day to the venture.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
By example, we can lead, and people will follow you.
Yes, sir.
A very small initiative this year, I have planted more than 200, not because of something. I got opportunity to be in my hometown for a small construction of farmhouse. So I was less interested in tiles, interiors and other thing. Along with my son, I was more interested towards the plantation. So any relative or any friend whosoever is coming, focusing, oh, this is something good. They hardly bothered how about your room, how about your color, how about your tiles. They are more, I think, attentive towards the plantation which we did. Second example, I have a school where around 10,000 plants. What we do, we take students to the field. We started sending science lectures, go to some plant and garden, and you do that. So what students started doing, they started respecting plant. And this year I have a plan around maybe 1,000 cups of the paper cups. This neem sapling, this is the best season of the neem sapling. If you reach to the neem tree, you will find lots of small sapling. Nothing we will do. We'll take the KG or first grade students, putting that sapling in the paper cup bag and just put it. And once they see it growing, we have another big campus, 20 acres campus. So we start planting near the boundary. So sapling created by plants, those who are already grown up with the 20-25 feet, become a chain of. Anita Sharma ma'am, my question to you, you also engage yourself in lots of social activity. Yes, nature conservation, your life practices and how you take it forward. Welcome to you and over to you.
Yeah, first of all, good evening, everyone. Sorry, I am late because I am not well, but I don't want to miss SK Singh's webinar because I have learned a lot and I'm learning a lot every day from sir. Sir, you are an inspiration for so many.
Gratitude.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Sir, as you know, nobody can deny the environment is in danger of a lot of waste, emissions, chemistry, and so on. If this problem is not solved, we must live in the world that is very polluted and harmful. So what we can do to protect our environment, that is very, very important to think about. I didn't listen all the eminent personalities. I have listened only Puneet ma'am. And I am 100% agree whatever she said. Whatever she is doing, a wonderful job. I really want to clap for Puneet ma'am. Puneet ma'am, hats off to you. And, we can plant trees, use old things by recycling, travel on foot or public transport, use green and clean energy, limited use nylon pack, and so on. So in my class, first, sir, I told you in last webinar that I write poetry and I inspire them by my poetry. I used to write short plays, short skits, and I try to show them their future. Every day they will have to use mask, oxygen, then only they can move. Otherwise, they will not be able to survive. So somehow they have that fear. And on their birthdays, they are planting trees. As ma'am told कि कोई guest आता है तो भी हम उसको trees plant देते हैं. अब वो जमाना चला गया जब उनको gifts दिया करते थे. तो कोशिश तो सर सबकी यही है कि कैसे हम अपनी धरती माँ को बचाएं. एंड सर अभी मैं आपको few lines थोड़ा सा एक सुनाऊंगी तो आपको अंदाजा हो जाएगा कि what I am doing actually. I have written like कैसे सुनामी आती है, कैसे ये सारे जो प्रॉब्लम्स है वो कैसे आ रही हैं कि वसुंधरा घबरा गई, प्रकृति भी मुरझा गई, जन जन की इस पीड़ा में खुशियां अपनी कहाँ गई, खुशियां अपनी कहाँ गई। सर एक स्टैंजा के थ्रू समझाऊंगी कि बच्चों को क्या समझाती हूँ कि सोना भी निगल गई, मानव की पीड़ाओं को नाखों में आंसू रहे, मासूमों की लाशें बहे, मासूमों की लाशें बहे। अब सर सीधे इसके लास्ट में पहुंचती हूँ, बीच का नहीं सुनाऊंगी कि जंगल निर्जन बन गए, हरे भरे वृक्ष कहाँ गए, दुनिया को बचाए कैसे, फूलों को खिलाए कैसे, फूलों को खिलाए कैसे। फिर बच्चों को बताया कि अब हम वृक्ष लगाएंगे, धरती स्वर्ग बनाएंगे, रोती हुई इस मानवता के हृदय की पीड़ा मिटाएंगे हम, हृदय की पीड़ा मिटाएंगे। तो सर दिस इज द वे व्हाट आई एम यूजिंग एज ए टीचर,
Great.
as a guide, or
Great,
yes.
Anita ma'am. Take this journey forward. Mana ma'am, coming for a closing comment with promise and oath. This year, 2022, 1 to 100, you have to choose number minimum. This much plant, either you will plant, either you will inspire others to plant. More than 100, of course, something good, but between 1 to 100, choose a number which screen will be recorded and let other people also know.
No, definitely, definitely, my endeavor will always remain that why 100? It should be in the tune of thousands. As you are aware, in my house, no place is left. Inside house, outside house, on the terrace, in the balconies.
Matrix of 1,000. I will ask in the next webinar because I'm going to continue this for 1 week.
Yeah, so, but definitely from my side, in this season, in this Barsat ka season, not less than 50 plants should be there.
Okay, correct. So this is 50. Niti ma'am, you have a beautiful campus and I'm lucky to visit your campus. Choose a number out of 1 to 100 because I want all viewers of the whole world is going to record your words.
I don't know what is the bigger number. At least it should be the 101 at least.
You along with your teachers and students, if you do 111, you may reach to more than 100. Madhu ma'am, small plants even not in the desert.
Yes, I think the need is more where I'm staying. So I would take 2 per child and we have around 3,500 children. So accordingly, around that much.
Okay, so whole world is listening on behalf of this
definitely.
Global Edu-Leader Forum. Puneet.
Sir, more than 100, sir.
Wonderful. Anita ma'am.
Sir, as Puneet ma'am said, more than 100.
Okay, so see,
So
this is the beauty of our talk. What we wanted basically through this webinar, put ourselves into practice. Me myself have done more than 200, but I'm still aiming. This year I'll be doing more than 500, but my journey will not end up. We are 6 people on the screen. I have got promises more than 500. Other 500 people, those who are going to watch this program, if they plant a 1, trust me, believe me, the oxygen fruits which we are using today, this is the result of the people before us. So once we are consuming it, it's our sole responsibility that we can plant for the coming generation, for our kids. Most important, have respect towards the nature. It has been rightly said, conservation is two-way. One is a increasing greenery, and the second and most important is decreasing pollution by using bicycle or by switching off your lights and fan or by recycling by reusing. These thoughts should reach to the family, friends, and the people connected to you. N number of the parties now in Delhi metros, people have stopped using plastic bottles. N number of the parties, even in India from July, plastic is banned. This is the government resolution, but government is no other than us. It is difficult. Without our support, this is not going to happen. So my humble request in school assembly or in general audience, please read out from July 2022, Government of India from central government has banned the plastic. This can be one of the biggest initiative towards World Nature Conservation Day. The journey, which was started in 1948, has long way to go. We are the sufferers. We have witnessed this during the COVID. Last 2 years has taught us a lot. My closing request to all viewers, those who are going to watch, we 6 people have promised about 600. You make it 6,000, you make it 6 lakhs, and nothing is impossible. We will be continuing this journey for a week time, where we involve students, we involve teachers, those who are not on the screen. Thank you, Ma'am Nirmal Mahana ma'am, for joining, motivating. Thank you, Niti ma'am, joining from Hisar. Thank you, Anita ma'am, joining from Jammu. Thank you, Puneet, always being there.
Thank
These small numbers, since this program is on the recording. Thank you, Madhu ma'am, joining from Qatar. Hope to have more guests. Hope to have your more invitees whom you can influence. This is all for today. Last, my closing comment. Global Edu-Leader Forum is a journey of connecting head to heart. We keep talking a lot, but we practice less. Once we start practicing and this become inside of our heart, life will be beautiful. It will spread a smile, and we will be, I think, doing something what exactly forum wants to do. That's all for today. 30 to 40 seconds on the screen. Gratitude, thanks, and best wishes for next session. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
God bless you
Thank you,
all.
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.